Good morning, students. Students, this lesson is of class 7 for the subject of computers. Topic is inserting cells, columns and rows, which is covered in Chapter 6, starting on page number 69 of your textbook titled Logics 7 and is being submitted to you on 9th of August, year 2021. This voice is of Rupinder Kaur. So I hope all the students are ready for today's lesson. Students, in previous lesson we discussed about inserting special numbers, date and time. Today we will learn how to insert or add cells, columns and rows in an Excel sheet. Children, sometimes while entering data in our Excel sheet, we may miss out certain entries. In such situation, we may have to insert some new cells, columns or rows in the worksheet so that we can enter our data properly. For adding or inserting blank cells, follow the given steps. Number 1. Select the range of cells where you want to insert the blank cells. Number 2. Now right click on the range and select the insert option. Students, for inserting a column, follow the steps. Number 1. To insert a single column, select the column or cell adjacent to which you want to insert a new column. Number 2. Now click on the arrow next to the insert option in the cells group on the home tab. Number 3. Choose the insert sheet columns option. Number 4. A blank column will get inserted adjacent to your selected column. Students, you can insert rows in the Excel sheet by using same steps as for inserting column. You have to only choose option insert rows instead of insert column. To select or insert non-adjacent columns, hold down the Control key while you select non-adjacent columns and select the insert option and choose insert sheet columns. Students, our next topic is copying and moving data. Copying data means to create a duplicate file of the original data, that is text, number either in the same worksheet or in a different worksheet. Whereas moving data means to change the position of data from one place to another. For moving or copying data, you can use cut, copy, and paste options. Let us understand this step by step. For copying and pasting data, follow the steps. Number 1. Select the cell or range of cells you want to copy. For example, B4 to D4 as given on page number 70 in figure 67. Number 2. Click on Copy button in the clipboard group. Number 3. Select the cell where you want to paste, let us say F6, and click on the paste button. Number 4. You will observe your text is copied to the new location. As we can insert cells, columns, and rows, similarly, we can delete or remove cells, columns, and rows from an Excel worksheet. Students, I am giving you 2 minutes break now. During the break, try to answer the following questions. Question 1. Which key is used to select non-adjacent columns? Question 2. Define copying data. Welcome back, children. I hope you got the answers of the questions. Let me also give you the answers. Answer 1. Control key is used to select non-adjacent columns. Answer 2. Copying data means duplicating the data. Students, let us now resume our topic of deleting cells, columns, and rows. For deleting cells, follow the steps. Number 1. Select the cell or range of cells to be deleted. Number 2. Right-click on the cells and choose the delete option. Number 3. Your selected cells will get deleted. For deleting columns or rows, follow the steps. Number 1. Select the column or row to be deleted. Number 2. Right-click on the header of the selected column or row and choose the delete option. Number 3. Your selected row or column will get deleted. Children, our next topic is moving data around. As we read earlier, also that moving data refers to changing the position of data either in the same worksheet or in different worksheet. You need not to delete or retype data if you find that the data is not placed at appropriate place. In Excel worksheet, you can easily move the data around the worksheet. The method used to move data is known as drag and drop method. Steps to use this method are as follows. Number 1. Select the cell or range of cells. Number 2. Position the mouse pointer at the edge of selected cells. Number 3. You will observe that the pointer changes from a white cross symbol to a move pointed symbol. That is also known as four-headed arrow. Number 4. Drag the selected cell to a new destination and release the mouse button. The data will be moved to a new location. Students, I am ending the lesson. You are advised to read the assignment carefully and also read the side boxes given on page number 69 of your textbook. Thank you.